Hi, my name's Tom. I was sent the WTO1 Tatabo wireless headset to go ahead and give an honest review, and that's what I'm going to do. Overall, it's a really good headset. It works really well, but there are some things you should know about before you buy. So let's start off with a lot of the positives. It is a very, very nice headset. It's very comfortable. These are some big, comfy ear muffs here. They do block out a lot of sound. They are adjustable. There's a fair bit of adjustment here. The head top is actually padded as well. It is a comfortable headset pair. You do have RGB lights on the side. They just kind of go through a little bit of a cycle. The instruction says there's a way to adjust them, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I just kind of leave them on when I want to. I just turn them off when I don't have to. That's fine. The microphone itself, detachable. That is really great. So if you don't want to talk to anybody, if you're not using anything, you can just take it off and leave it out of the way, and then you're just going to put these on and just listen to the game, listen to music, whatever you want. You don't need the headset or the microphone if you're not going to use it. If you are going to use it, it fits right into your slot, and it is slotted so that it's a standard port, but it is slotted so it only goes in one way. That's also kind of nice because it does kind of keep it in line, so that way the bend is already there. There's a little windscreen on it as well that does come off, as you can see. I'll put that right back on. But overall, yeah, it works pretty well. I've tested the sound quality of this headset. Sounds great for gaming, sounds great for music. The microphone itself, other people listening to me said, yeah, it sounds like you're on a microphone. There was no really bad, it wasn't awful. It was actually just like a normal gaming headset. Was it super clear? No more than any other one. Would I use this for studio quality recording? Probably not, but I'm not. I'm using it for gaming. I'm using it for listening to music on a PC or a phone or PS5 or whatever. But overall, yeah, it's good quality sound. All right, let's talk about some of the buttons here. So most of your buttons are in the back. So I'm going to flip it around here. So you have a couple different things over here. This allows you to go ahead and just kind of adjust the lighting. You can kind of turn it off there. Let's see, can I kind of... There we go. I can turn it off with a double click. I can probably change the cycles a little bit here. I can go ahead and mute it. There is a mute button for the microphone. There's a power button. And then there's also a little volume control. It goes up and down. Nice thing about this is when I hit the top of the volume and the bottom of the volume, it actually beeps. So I know not to keep going with it. Now, once it's on, you do have to get used to where the controls are. So let's say, there's a volume, or there's a button, there's a volume right there. After a little bit of playing with it, I was fine with it, but it just takes a little bit of acclimation to kind of get used to where everything is. So on the other side, you have another little switch for Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz. There's kind of a weird system with this where you can actually connect this to a phone and then talk on the phone while gaming. It's kind of convoluted, and quite honestly, I wasn't able to get much of it to work. I stuck with Bluetooth. Bluetooth works fairly well. My PC picked it up just like that. My phone picked it up just like that. It just comes up as WTO1, I think. You just connect to it and it sounds great. So this is a great cordless headset just for running around the house, listening to music, doing whatever you want to do. You can, it was wireless connected to your phone. You can make phone calls through it. It all works just fine. It's a really standard Bluetooth headset, and it sounds good, feels good, very comfortable, very soft and padded. Other things you get with it. You get this little dongle. Now this little dongle is what kind of allows you to connect your PC or your PS5 or whatever it is to your actual headset itself. So the way this works is on one side of the little dongle is a USB-C port, and the other side is a regular old USB, I guess, A port there. You just plug in whatever you use on your PC. I have a PC, I just plugged in the old one, the bigger port there, plugged it in, went ahead, turned this on. Windows automatically found it, connected, it was there, it was nice and easy. You may have to go into your audio settings and choose what output you want, but it works fine. Once you connect, you're good to game. The one issue I have with the wireless headset, and this is an issue that's just an issue with almost all wireless headsets, there's a little bit of latency. So I have it connected right now, and as I turn, and I'm gonna fire my gun, boom! There's a little bit of a tiny delay. It is almost unnoticeable. It is really, really, really small, but it is there. And you can go ahead, and it may actually drive you bananas if you are playing with a bunch of friends, or if you're playing a very fast game. That's where you might get a little mixed up. Now, I'm not. I play a lot of slow games, and it doesn't really bother me that much, and it's actually almost to the point where you can't actually tell unless you're really paying attention to it. But if you're very sensitive to delays like that, you're not going to like it. If you are not sensitive to things like that, you'll be fine. And because this is a wireless gaming headset, it does need to be charged. So on the very bottom, you have two more ports. Here is the charging port as a USB-C charging port. You can see that right there. And it does come with a little USB charging cable. You just plug that into your PC or to a charging block and charge it up. Only takes a couple hours to charge, and they claim you got about 30 or 40 hours to play. I've played it for a good 10, 15 hours on a charge. I have no problem whatsoever, so I would believe that it does go for a while. There's a nice little voice in here that kind of tells you when you connect. It'll say connected. When you're disconnected, it'll say disconnected. Power on, power off. It will actually even give you a warning when your battery gets low. So that's kind of nice. So if you're gaming and then suddenly your battery runs low, what do? No problem. On the other side is a little audio port. So you can take your extension cord, which comes with it. That was very nice of them. You take your little extension cord, you plug one end into this and one end into your PC, and you can keep playing. So this is a wireless headset, yes, but it can also be a wired headset. And when you wire it into your PC, it's a great headset. It sounds great. There's no latency. The microphone works well. You can have little lights or whatever you want once you charge it back up. But everything works really, really well as a wired headset. In fact, I'd argue this works better as a wired headset than wireless. Other cool features, it does come with a little carrying bag. That's kind of nice. I actually like to put my headset in here and kind of close it up, keep things from getting dusty. It also comes with instructions in a couple different languages, and that's where some of the confusion may come in. It doesn't really explain the whole 2.4 gigahertz thing really well. It doesn't explain how you can change the lighting features really well. I mean, the headset itself is easy to work, easy to operate, but there are some little questions, some little details that I think better instructions might help with. So we have an older PS5. We had the very first generation of PS5, and we had a hard time getting this to connect. It would connect to the PS5, but then no sound would come out. So I'm not sure if it was a driver issue or something with the older PS5s, but we had poor luck trying to get it to work wirelessly. However, we took that wire, tied it into the bottom, plugged into the bottom of this, plugged it into the controller, and everything sounded great. My son was actually pretty amazed at the sound. He said it sounded better than most of the other headsets he's worked with before. And again, the microphone, all of his friends said, yeah, he was on a microphone, he was on a headset, but wasn't a big deal. So overall for gaming, this is a nice headset. For really, really fast gaming, I would wire it in. I would use the wire, connect it to it, and you get great, comfortable headset, sounds good, all that would work well. Now, wirelessly, I will use this wirelessly for listening to music or maybe watching movies on my phone, listening to things on the PC, probably even Zoom. I probably would have no problem using teleconferencing, just wirelessly connecting to my PC and sitting there and talking to people on this on a regular conference call. That would be fine. I don't think the delay would be really much of an issue. I think everything would be perfectly fine. So overall, yeah, it's a good headset. It's got a couple little caveats here and there, but it's very comfortable. It does sound pretty good. It comes in different colors. This is the black, obviously. There's also another color. There's also a white. But overall, it's a nice headset. It's a nice brand. Here's what it looks like. This is the WTO1. Yeah, I like it.